Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi and welcome to this video on YouTube guitar channel conspiracy. Today I want to talk about why everyone releases their demos and reviews at the same time. And what's up with getting paid for videos? Is that a bad thing? And why do you see certain brands represented on YouTube much more than others? And what's up with affiliate links in everyone's description boxes under the videos? Let's talk about all that in today's video. In case you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss future uploads. Check out the description box. If you want to skip parts of this video, you'll find timestamps and all those things, and some product links if you want to check out whatever I'm using in this video or any of my other videos. Which brings me to the first subject I want to talk about, affiliate links. That's what you'll find in my description boxes and pretty much every other YouTube guitar player's description boxes. Those are going to be links that allow you to earn a few euros or dollars or whichever currency you're using on sales that are going to be made after using one of your links. So let's say someone watches this video, finds whatever gear awesome that I play, wants to figure out what that is, checks out the description box, finds the link, clicks on it, and with that, it triggers a cookie that lets the store where he ends up, which in my case is going to be Thomann. That's the only affiliate partnership I have and I want to have. So that allows Thomann to see that that purchase, that sale happened because of my playing or my video or whatever that was, because of the tone that inspired someone to grab that piece of gear, which is, I think, one of the most, well, organic, honest, and least aggressive way of allowing content creators to earn some money with showing stuff and basically advertising stuff, or offering exposure to a certain piece of gear. In case you're familiar with this whole affiliate situation, you're just going to be saying like, yeah, whatever, I know that. But believe it or not, a lot of countries and a lot of places on this earth are not really familiar with that. And they're kind of scared of using those links, like, oh God, affiliate links? What does that mean? Am I going to be in trouble? Will I be forced to do something, or will that cost more? Or, oh my God, it's literally the most legit, honest, safe way for someone like me who puts all the hours into making a video to earn some money, because the only person or only, well, company that pays for that is the store you have the affiliate partnership with. The person who buys something does not feel a thing. There's no weird things happening in the background. It's literally just a cookie that allows the store to know from where that purchase or that sale was coming from. Not a lot of money, but it definitely means a lot because of all the hours that you put in creating content. It is just a fantastic and simple and pretty straightforward way of earning some money. The next thing I wanted to talk about is YouTube gear-related guitar channels releasing their demos and reviews on the same day, maybe in the same minute or same hour, if that's a problem or not. I received a comment under one of my latest videos. Lysander lives here. The comment said, reviewers with channels dedicated to guitar effects all release their videos on the same day, thus making themselves little more than an advertisement for a pedal maker. Shallow. If you have a demo channel, like you actually only do demonstrations of gear, or mostly do that, there's no reason for you not to come out with your video literally the moment it's allowed. Like if there's a product release of a guitar, you will release your video there because that's where YouTube and the algorithm will pick up on that subject, will see that people are interested and will recommend your video to the most amount of people. So if you release your video on that same product a week later, it's going to be old news. Who will watch that? So you want to put out your stuff, your content as soon as possible, as soon as the product is released. So do like a dozen other channels, but that's all right. This is not new. Everyone releasing their stuff at the same time is exactly the same thing as what happened years ago, where YouTube wasn't really a thing and there were no review channels and demo channels. You had the NAMM show. Every brand brought out their new gear in January at the NAMM show in Anaheim, and that was it. And then you got all the magazines who just brought out the same product reviews as every other magazine in the same month. Right? So it's not new at all. The only difference is nowadays that you get to experience these new, whatever, guitars, pedals, amps, whatever we're talking about, from private people. Like if someone's making a review and makes it sound a certain way, has a certain opinion, that's going to be one real person's opinion. Then you have tons of other videos to watch in case you're serious about figuring out, what that piece of gear is about. And if you get to watch 5 or 10 channels making the same kind of video on the same pedal, you get to hear 5 or 10 different takes on how the pedal sounds. The same pedal in a different rig by a different player, being edited and mixed in a different way. So you get a better picture of what you should expect. That triggered this next subject, which is getting paid for videos on YouTube or any other social media format or channel. Is that an issue, or is that the opposite of an issue? That very much depends on the channel and the person, of course. There are people all over the planet who are ready to do and say anything for money. That being said, YouTube and the internet is a cruel place and will spot that immediately. Like if someone is just, sell out, like literally saying whatever for money, that is so obvious on YouTube. And none of those people have actually a future. Like that's not going to be a channel that's going to grow and work for very long because people get really pissed by that. So for that reason, I have to say, again, it is the opposite of being an issue. Like if a channel gets paid, that literally means that all the hours that are invested in one single video, there are so many steps to making content. If you don't do it, you cannot even imagine. It's a very long process. It takes so much of your time. Just one single video, if you care about the production and care about all the details and all the little things that are attached to releasing a video, that needs to be paid for. I believe so, especially if it exposes a new product to an audience, right? Because if there's a pedal maker that says, hey, we have a new pedal and I want you to make a demo, then you would not say like, hey, sure, I can help you reach my audience and I'll just not get paid. That's so not logical, right? You will spend, like in my situation, I will spend hours on a weekend day to make the video, and then pretty much every single workday night to editing it, doing the thumbnail picture in Photoshop, uploading the video to YouTube, filling out all the information in the description box to give the viewer a full experience of, you know, some details, my signal chain, timestamps, etc. So many steps to releasing a video. That is a crazy amount of hours. I am not happy to not getting paid for that kind of work, right? And I don't think anyone should. Now, the word marketing or advertising can sound super bitter, right? It's like, oh, they just want to sell their expensive crap and we don't really need it, but they want to force it down our throats. Like, yeah, you want to buy it, buy. That is crappy advertisement. That is, you know, 90s TV commercials. You want to... No one wants that. A good marketing move or good advertisement is an honest one, which means that you show what you think is cool in that piece of product, you know, whatever gear we're talking about. Tell your personal opinion, and it's up to the people, the viewers, to decide if that matters or not. Because someone would be really picky with the way the power socket is on a pedal, and I'm like, I could not care less. But you know, at least I have that opinion. If I watch that video, that person complaining about it, whatever the complaints are, I think it's very important to state it. That's why I always try to find something that I don't really like about whatever product I'm showing, or I will say who I don't think this is made for. It sounds a little weird, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Like I would try to pinpoint what kind of musician would benefit from that, and also state like who will probably not love it. So there's a lot to a good and useful review, and I do not find it normal not to get paid for so much work. It's an awesome job, but it's still a work. There's one more point that's really important about this whole, you know, getting paid, is that an issue or not? Whenever I pay for something, I am much more attached to it on an emotional level, which makes me praise it even more. Like that camera right in front of me cost me a lot of money. And when my colleagues in Thomann asked me about like, hey, and how's the camera? I would praise that thing because I paid a lot of money for it. So I want to justify my purchase. If someone gets paid to review a guitar and didn't pay for that guitar or that pedal or that amp, there's much less emotional attachment to that piece of gear. So you're much more focused on seeing that as a piece of gear as opposed to your new love. And that is, I think, the most important part of that question, getting paid for a video or a review is an issue or not. And this other thing I wanted to talk about is how come some brands get represented on YouTube and social media much more than others. It's pretty simple. There are brands that follow a policy of 10 or 20 or 30 years ago, which means they don't see the possibilities of appearing in reviews, demos, and just overall on social media. They would not pay for a content creator for their job, for all the hours that they put in a video, which is a little bit strange. First of all, because everyone, literally everyone, goes immediately on YouTube or whatever social media to check out something. Like if I want to know how to fix my dishwasher, I'll go on YouTube and see if someone did a fix with that machine model and whatever, you know. If I want to know how an overdrive sounds, I go on YouTube or I Google it and I'll find whatever I find. This is the source of information. If you're interested in anything, if you want to learn something, if you want to get entertained, not seeing this at all or not caring about it can be a risky move, but hey, time will tell. In case you're wondering why certain brands just barely appear on YouTube channels, well, that's most probably the reason why. All right, I know it's a lot to take in, so let it settle and let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole subject. Meet you down there and see you in the next video. I'll be back. Bye-bye.